on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Nickelodeon, and I'm coming at you with a review for Braxton's Family Values. This is season 6, like the 3rd session, something like that. But this is the new season that's coming out. And if all of you have been watching the Braxton's Family Values, you know there has been so many changes going on. For one, Tamar is divorced. Another, Tawana is dating. Trina is dating, and her relationship is definitely getting serious. Miss Evelyn is kind of like falling back. You know, she had her couple of dates and they kind of backfired. And Tony is just, she's supposed to be getting married, but I think they have been postponing it for so long that I'm not even sure what's going on. They didn't even really mention in this episode that Tony and Birdman was broken up, because I've been seeing it on Facebook and I've been seeing it like in the blogs that her and Birdman are not together, but I have not heard that mentioned in the episode yet. So far, Tony is telling her family that she just hasn't had time to make a date. Her and Birdman just haven't had the time to plan the wedding.
Politicking with my niggas about this money, bitch, hold up. I had to drop my bitch, cause I don't need no hold ups. Walk right.
So I'm going to start this off at the end of the last episode where all the family was getting together to meet Snoop Dogg at Tamar's. It was Snoop Dogg's play, but Tamar was starring in it. She said that she played an angel in the play and everything like that. She was super hyped to have her family there. She had all her sisters there, including her son Logan was there, and he was like making the cutest little poses and goofing off and everything like that. And he, you know, if you go back and look at the episode, you will see Logan kind of being goofy while they were taking the pictures and everything. So let's get into this new episode. Anyways, so the new episode started off with Tawana and Trina and Miss Evelyn, and they were discussing Tawana's huge rock she had on her finger. Trina noticed, so she's like, Tawana, why are you keeping a secret about this guy? Like, you've been dating this guy for so long. Like, why aren't you letting us in on how it's going and how serious it's going? And Tawana is very secretive. And I just noticed, like, all of the sisters are, like, very secretive about their relationships. And, I mean, they are celebrities, and they have to keep those things quiet from the public eye and everything, but they also keep it quiet from each other. So I guess it's, like, it's hard to separate the two, you know, so they kind of keep it quiet, you know. But Trina, she's been sharing a lot. And she's been telling her mom, and she was telling Tawana how she feels like the relationship is getting serious. And she's excited, and she announced to them that she's going to be meeting her man's mom soon. So that's huge. Once you go and meet the guy's mom, that's definitely saying that the relationship is going to the next level. So I'm definitely excited for Trina. She seems to be super happy, and she seems to be living her life. So Tony did have to rush off the set of Snoop and Tamar's play, and in a hurry, she called the girls and let them know that she had lost valuable jewelry on I guess her flight there. So, you know, it was including like her engagement ring and her watch and some other things. I think she did tell them that they did find it and that it was being shipped to her home, something like that. But they were saying something about how Tony loses things a lot. And, you know, I spent most of this episode just laughing at just how silly these girls are. Like, it was a trip. Like, I couldn't imagine losing jewelry that expensive. Like, I would be flipping out too, you know. And she was just distraught. Like, she was just running out of there like, I gotta go, you know. So Trina goes, and she goes to meet her man's mother, and I think it was her mother's aunt that was there. And she was so nervous. Like, I was laughing the whole time. I'm like, oh my God, like, this girl is gonna blow it just based on being so nervous. Like, and her man was just saying, Trina, just chill out. Like, they're normal people, just relax, just be yourself, you know. And I could tell, I could just see the nerves just all over her. Like, that's how I am when I'm nervous about something. Like, it shows, like, you can see it that I'm nervous, because I'm like jittery all over, and that's how she was. And I don't think that she was able to shut it off that time, and she probably was like, oh my God. So she comes in there, she's like, what? She comes in the lady's house, and she's like, what, should I just sit down, you know? And he's like, yeah, sit down, you know. And then she has this wine bottle in a brown bag, and she's like, I'm so sorry that it's in a brown bag. And the mom's like, it drinks the same, hon. You know, like, his mom was like super chill. She was sitting back on the couch like, you know, like, what's up? You know, like, she was, nothing fazed her. And then Trina was just a bag of nerves. So, you know, I like the fact that Trina was very respectable. You know, she comes in, she's like, yes ma'am, you know, yes ma'am, I do have 2 kids, and I've been married 3 times. And mom's eyes lit up like, 3 times? Well, twice. She said she'd been married twice. And she's like, And then Trina's like, yes. She was like, well, has he met any of your exes? She's like, no. The first one, absolutely. The first husband, absolutely not. So the mom started cracking up laughing because she called him a husband. And, you know, her new man, he sat down and admitted to his mom that things was getting serious. And she's like, how's, like, you know, is it down to, you know, you guys getting engaged? And Trina's like, well, he didn't ask me yet, but if he did, I would say yes, you know. So she's like, you know, I think his mom was relieved, you know, knowing that they felt the same about each other and things like that. So, you know, I think that after a while, once Trina's nerves disappeared, you know, the mother started to like her. And, yeah, you know, I'm super hopeful for them, and I hope he does pop that question soon. So we go back to Tamar. So Tamar finally introduces her man. I have not seen any pictures of him. The only thing I know is that he was So we're back to Tamar, and she has a date with her new man, her Nigerian chocolate snack that she says. And I have not seen any pictures of him at all. So this episode was like the first time I actually got to see him. And, you know, when I looked at him, he did not really look Nigerian to me, or not African. Like, I mean, he just looked like a regular, like, African American or whatever. And, you know, he didn't, I don't believe he really didn't have an accent or anything like that. But he did have dreads. He was cute. But I thought Trina's man was a lot cuter. But, you know, and he was a lot older. And I was surprised because I'm not really attracted to, like, older guys. But Trina's man was cute. Tamar's man was cute too. But Tamar, oh my God, like, it was so crazy. Like, she's like on the phone with her man. She's like, all right, you know, making a date to go have dinner with him. So she's like, I got to make sure I'm looking cute. I'm going to squeeze up into this dress, you know. So she's sitting there in the date with the guy with her hot red lipstick on and her hair and her eye. And she's sitting there and she's, you know, like, you know, like checking him out the whole time. The waiter comes and he's like, okay, are you ready to order? She's like, yeah, let me get a medium Lego. And he's like, well, I'm familiar with all kinds of meats, but a Lego? Can you care to elaborate? And so her man, he's like throws his dreads back and he's sitting back and like, oh my God. And then Tamar's like, she's like, well, she's like, his nickname is Lego because he is a piece of meat. And that's when I was like, oh my God. Like, it was even getting uncomfortable for me because they was just like flirting with each other and right in front of the waiter and everything like that. And then finally they just looked at each other like, let's get out of here, you know, because they're just sitting there flirting with each other and everything like that. So that was funny. Toni Braxton got honored. She got honored for an award for her lupus and autism awareness. Congratulations. Congratulations, girl. And I can't even say what the name is. She couldn't even say what the name was. But she had to dress very royal-like, very formal-like. And it was like a royal dinner kind of thing like that. They called her up front. And he did like the honors, like with the sword and everything. And he kind of tapped the one shoulder and then took the sword and tapped the other shoulder. And I guess announcing her or honoring her as Lady Toni Braxton for her contributes to the lupus and autism awareness. So, and she asked her mom, Miss Evelyn, and her two sons were there to attend. So she was super proud of her award, and Miss Evelyn was also so proud of her baby. Miss Evelyn was getting ready to cry. It was funny though, because before the ceremony happened, Toni was trying to decide on what to wear, and they said that she couldn't wear anything revealing. So it was funny how the show was kind of flashing back to Toni's past. So they were flashing, the episode was flashing back to Toni's very revealing outfit. Oh, these girls are having a lot of fun, and they're doing it a lot, and they are enjoying them in, and that's what it is. And they keeping secret of all their relationships. They keeping everything to themselves and enjoying themselves, and that's that. Like, Tamar's like, well, she's like, I've been trying to keep my relationship out of the public eye, but she said tonight I am going public. So, you know, she went out to dinner and everything like that, but that didn't last very long because they was running slam out of that restaurant. Like, they was like, baby, it is time. It is time, baby. Can't wait for the next episode. Thank y'all so much for watching. Deuces.
Money traps, respect, loyalty in my crew. Politicking with my niggas about this money, bitch, hold up. I had to drop my bitch, cause I don't need no hold ups.